What's up? Last really random video. I just want to do this video because I feel that it's wrong to feel pity or feel sorry for these kind of people. It's just like we're at the point like there's no more excuses. It's kind of like, how it used to be with when school shooting used to start. They're like, oh, maybe they're being bullied. Maybe the video games. No, these people are talking about the feminists, the woke are the ones shooting up the schools. No one talks about the bullying anymore. If you were down when the school shooting first started, it was all about, man, we need to stop the bullying. No, we start finding out these dudes are always on the internet, hate females and all that, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, it's at the point, it's like no one talks about, like I said, they don't go over that, what about the bullying anymore. And this guy, it's the same outcome is what I say, like with every Trump supporter. And I'll get into Johnny Depp too and all of them. It's the same outcome. Didn't I say every single time someone comes out and say they're a Johnny Depp supporter, they're going to be accused of rape. They're going to be accused of sex harassment, beating their wives. Their own kids don't want to be around them. All kinds of attacks, scandals. And it's just, that is what that group is. I don't know who that new guy is, accused of rape and stuff. And I always thought he was some weird dude, and it's just like weird in that group of people, So, I'll say even with Johnny Depp, I'll say sleep in the bed you made. You wanted to live the fast life, do coke and cocaine, sleep with young girls and crap that are like younger than 20 years or younger than you. Sleep. I mean, I forgot how to say. It's not really sleep in the bed you made. I forgot what it was, but you got basically was comfy. I forgot the thing I said about Johnny Depp, but it's just like, yeah, you want to live the fast life, and that's what you get, dude. She got punished too, wanting to live in that kind of a life of God that Johnny Depp's really is not really all there. I want you to understand, Johnny Depp was my favorite actor from the start of the movie Blow, and then he stopped at Pirates of the Caribbean 3, and yeah, I knew this. I'm aware this guy's crazy. So this dude that, I keep seeing and we may want to do this video, I don't know this guy's name, but he did a speech. He's always talking about sports or something. And blah, blah, blah. And may want to do this video of, guys that go around sleeping around. Like I said, Andrew Tate, I've never watched any of his videos, but I've kind of been aware of him over the sex harassment, rape, and blah, blah, blah. It's just, that's what happens. And the thing is, I always say it's the same as like, I want to bring up Trump supporters. It's the same to be in that mindset. Oh, I forgot. I want to get another thing. I forgot, because I was supposed to use that Trump supporter thing with this. It's just, one of the thing is, when your life's together, your common sense is up, you don't have time to be bullshit. You don't have time to be playing dumb. You don't care about, you don't not have time, but you just don't care for it. There's no point of ever, you feel like there's no point of ever lying because you don't put yourself around stupidity. So this guy was putting like Cat Williams, people that I've never listened to, and he was like, yeah, tell me more, Cat Williams, tell me more. I'm like, you can't tell Cat Williams is an idiot. So if you, like I said, these people who get into these celebrities, and I guess they're called celebrities. I don't know. They're only celebrities because they run their freaking mouth, and they're single. I mean, that is the huge clue, and that's why I said about social media. It's so weird to me. I've been seeing so many like weird ass dudes, do reviews. People's like, yeah, this guy, he must know what he's talking about. I was like, look at this dude. If you saw this dude in high school, would you be taking advice from him? I see a lot of things on, it's weird how people tune in and these people make millions and and I'm like, this is not the kind of person to listen to. And, knowing the fact he was like Cat Williams, and I don't know that comedy female who got on there, still mad because I guess she won an Oscar for this dumb movie that I didn't even finish. Is it called Beauty or so? I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. And she was mad, like, why her fat ass couldn't get any other movies. It's just like, I don't know if she was nominated or won. I don't know. I didn't see that movie. I think it's called Princess or Precious or something like that. It was dumb as shit. But it's just that when you understand that people who are married have their life together, you realize they can't bring people like that to their, talk show, bro. I don't know what you call it. Anytime I see a person like Joe Rogan, we call those people, they call, who are they called? They're not there. Now, I guess Joe Rogan is married. I was actually shocked to find out that dude was married because I was like, this dude's dumb as shit. But, it's just that normally they don't get, married people that have their life together. They get the weirdest kind of people, and it's just because the people who have their lives together have common sense to know this is not the person I want to associate with. I felt like, when he had, what's his name, that comedian, I never watched any of his things, but I only know him from the Friday movies. I said his name earlier, but I just felt like he put him on there because he was maybe getting started, and I know that was like something went viral. People was like, yeah, man, this guy, he knows what he's talking about. It's kind of like Kanye West, like a guy that, what was he? Say he's bipolar and all this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, man, this guy's a genius, man. Listen to the guy bipolar. Him talking about complaining about going to Kim Kardashian is the same as I see about people complaining about they vote for Trump. It's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't care you lost your farm. I don't care you lost your business. I don't care. I hear something that's like, whispers. I don't look anything about it. But I heard this girl named Candace Owens, I think I don't know her name. I heard she's doing I'm a little bit confused. I did a video that says he's the Megan Lucas or Locust. I said, is this guy racist or not? Because once I, hear hate from a channel, I don't watch him anymore. And I did a couple of videos about him, when I had done that video. And I actually don't remember what he said was racist. But now I feel like his channel changed to speaking facts. But, so I'm hearing Candace Owens is doing that now because the money stopped. Because it was like kind of like that one girl from Clueless. Fox News fired her the second Trump became in office. They realized they didn't need her anymore. So when Trump won in office, they turned on Candace Owens and other people who called themselves whatever, but whatever, coons, tap dancers, and they say, we don't need you anymore. We got what we want out of you. So I hear something like that. I would never like pay attention to her, Owens, whatever her name is. I've never ever watched her, but I'm hearing she's doing that now. I'm a little bit confused. Like I said, with the Amazing Locust and Lucas, I'm actually confused. Where I have watched some of his videos because I can't remember the hate shit he was talking about. Besides that, man, when you watch the first 2 minutes of Terminator, you can be so confused because they're speaking Mexican. I'm like, within the same month, Bad Boy Street comes out. The first 2 minutes they're speaking Mexican or Spanish. You know what I'm trying to say. But I don't know what the hell he said. But it was just, And so I'm like, I don't get how you get to turn around and people want to listen to you like that. But the thing is, Megan Locust or whatever, I give him a little bit because I actually don't remember. That's why I did a video. I don't remember. I remember he was definitely a hate channel. I didn't pay attention. Candace Owens, we definitely remember that shit. I mean, I only remember her walking in with Kanye West and wearing all white people matter or wherever it is, all whites matter. White Lives Matter or something like that. I don't know. And other crap. But I never really actually really heard her voice. But I hear her. But anyways, but the thing is, yeah. What did I say about Johnny Depp? I think that it could be sleep in the bed you made. But I don't think that's the term I use for that. I use that for Trump supporters who are losing their jobs and stuff. But I was more like, you want to live the fast life? Own up to it. You want to live the fast life. This guy wanted to sleep with 20-year-olds that were OnlyFans that they want money. But yeah, it's just like, I remember this one dude. I didn't know this guy. He was about to go in the NFL, and he it was all over the news too. He went to I don't want to bring that up, an all-white party. Because, it's like one of the things like, wanted like, not be around blacks and be around white girls and all that. And next thing you know, he was in, he went to jail because a girl said, you might hear about this one, that he fingered her while she was drunk laying in bed. It was weird that she won the case when she said she was so drunk she couldn't tell it was him. And I'm only going by the movie called, I'm in it, that's why I'm talking about something else real quick. Law-abiding citizen, I think it's law-abiding citizen, a single doubt, then the case is over with. So I'm like, I don't know how you lose, but whatever. But still, you put yourself around that kind of stuff. It's like, I don't want, Now, if I go in a party and I'm seeing I'm the only person of color here, I'm out. Most likely, no one dates my skin color or someone's going to cry rape. But yeah, it's just you sleep in the bed you made, baby. It's just like you can't feel sorry for people like that. Sleeping around, want to live the fast life, this is what happens. That's what happens. All right, and you got to own up to it. All right, peace. But no, I don't feel sorry for him. If he even was found guilty, went to jail or something, which I doubt. But, I do know that it does sound scandalous, and it always does. It always does. I heard she using the same lawyer that tried to say Jay-Z did it. And I'm like, I never got into that Jay-Z thing, but it's kind of weird. People are like, yeah, man, we got him. And then it turns out it was nothing. That's why I don't get into that. Then you look like a loser. I just wait until more information comes out, and I just still at the same time don't care. All right, so I gotta go.